Mic check, mic check. What's kicking, family? I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you. This is Mr. Batch. What's going on? Wow. After coming out the box so strong, a couple of, yes, I made a couple of picks with my heart, which was a sad mistake, which has got me at that point. But now, half that season's over. Now it's the nitty gritty. Now you're going to start jockeying for position in order to make the playoffs. So all these games count. All these games count. You have to get in a position to make the playoffs. And let's see what's going to happen throughout the league. But this is Mr. Batch with the Week 9 picks. Redskins at the Falcons. Sorry, Redskins. You guys are getting beat up like crazy this year. And you know what? Falcons. Cardinals at the Bears. Cardinals, you guys are sitting on top of the AFC West. Lovey Smith, yo, what's going on here? The Vikings are running away NFC North, and I got the Bears. Ravens at the Bengals. Man, after the Ravens had taken it to the undefeated Broncos, they go on the road to the Bengals, which, they haven't been faring too well against this year, and I've got the Bengals. Colts at home versus the Texans. The Texans, they were my sleeper team coming in this year. I thought they would make some noise and get to the playoffs, but they're playing the Colts and Peyton Manning. I've got the Colts. Chiefs at the Jaguars. What's going on with these two teams? I mean, the Jaguars, you guys, it's getting ugly down there. So let's see what happens. The Chiefs, I thought they would do that's okay, really, tell you the truth, with Ty Haley, and then they suspended Larry Johnson for making those stupid remarks. Larry Johnson only had a couple of years, and then boom, he goes downhill. Yo, some of these guys, man, they be just yak. If you're going to talk the talk, you better walk the walk and produce. Kansas City Chiefs at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I've got the Chiefs. The Miami Dolphins at the Patriots. The Dolphins is something else, man. They could have taken out New Orleans. They've got the Jets number. And you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that the Miami Dolphins are going to take the New England Patriots in the Week 9 contest. They're the only ones that can really run that Wildcat. Like, they can run it, man. They get some mileage out of that. And that Chad Henne's not bad, and Ted Ginn is still running. Oh, righty there. Packers at the Buccaneers. Okay, the Packers have lost twice to the Vikings now. The Buccaneers are, they're reeling. They got a rookie head coach. They got a lot of growing to do. I'm going to go with the Packers on this one. This is going to be a bounce-back game for them, and I'm sorry for the Buccaneers. You're going to get beat up on. The Packers and the Bears is going to have to fight it out. I don't know. Got to start looking at these schedules here to see how this is going to shape up and who's going to be running around, and we'll talk some more about that in the weeks coming up. All right. Panthers at the Saints. I'm not even going any further. The Saints, yo, my hat's off to them, man. They rocking and rolling. They doing their thing. They've caught lightning in a bottle. All three facets of the game for these guys is clicking. Offense, defense, special teams. Once you get all three of those elements rolling in your game, you're hard to beat. Kudos to the Saints. Lions at the Seahawks. It's a rough loss last week for the Lions against the Rams. Now they take on the Seahawks. The Seahawks just let go of Edgerrin James. I really don't know how much more mileage he had in him anyway. Excuse me, did not want to cough into the microphone. So the Lions at the Seahawks. I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford. I like this kid. He's been showing some gumption, some moxie, some strength there. So even though that was a tough loss last week, and that's for the Seahawks, man, you got a rough way to go also. So I'm going with the Lions. Chargers at the Giants. I'm going with the Giants. It's a one-game season for them. The NFC East is really, really tough. And the Chargers, out there in the AFC West, it's kind of hectic out there. But who could care about those guys? I'm worried about the Giants right about now. Giants at home versus the Chargers. That's who I got. Titans at the 49ers. All right, Titans got that one game by putting in Vince Young. And he showed some flashes of what he used to be and why they drafted him to come into this league because of the explosiveness and, what he can do as a quarterback. Adds a little bit more of a dimension than what Kerry Collins had because Kerry Collins was much more of a statue. You know, you could find him when you get ready. But Young, poof, he disappears. But sorry, I got the 49ers at home against the Titans. All right. Cowboys at the Eagles. I got the Eagles. Got to give it to them. Hey, they beat up on the Giants, even though they lost to Oakland. You know, it's what happens here in the NFC East. Those are your toughest games. But in any event, the Eagles over the Cowboys, because, you know, they might run away with it. I'm looking, really, you know, would prefer the Cowboys to beat the Eagles so that the schedule and thing like that. But that's wishful thinking. This is the actual factuals here. Eagles have the firepower to take out the Cowboys at home, and that's who I'm going with. And last but not least, Steelers at the Broncos. Steelers at the Broncos. Whew, man. Broncos lost a tough one last week by the Ravens. Got thumped up a little bit. Steelers, they've been on a roll. They've been the class. They're also the defending champs. What do I do here? I've already sent out a message to those Bronco people out there in the TTC. Can I jump on the bandwagon? And even though I did call last week's game a loss, if you had checked the videos, I did call that. But yo, I got so much respect for you guys who just, you know, come out the box and did your thing, and you've got 7 wins already. What can you say? But what I will say, in this game, Steelers at the Broncos, I'm going with the Steelers. I'm going to take the Steelers. Much better makeup, much more solid. All 3 facets of the game. That's nothing to take away against the Broncos. But I believe that they're going to take a hit on this one. So this is Mr. Batch with the Week 9 picks. I hope you do better than I do. All right, have fun.